So it's official. My wife is divorcing me. She said she couldn't be with the Trump supporter. Told me I have until the end of the day to get my shit out of the house, get all my things. She's changing the lock. She doesn't want me back. She said she's taking the kids away from me. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
I'm literally contemplating my entire marriage right now.
What's up guys, welcome back to another episode and thank you so much for tuning in to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. In case you're new here, my good name is Judy and in today's episode is about the FAFO season, the MAGA FAFO season. In case you don't know about FAFO, it's the F around, and find out where the leopards are eating their faces. So most of the people are ending their relationship. Most of the people are filing divorce due to political differences. And guess what? Women are doing so, saying that it's the men who voted for Donald Trump and voted against their rights, so they no longer have trust in men, and they're saying that there is no way they can be in a relationship with someone who voted against their rights. Guys, politics is all about morals. It's a true reflection of your inner soul. So, if you are ending a relationship over politics, you need to think twice. And if your family, in your family, you have differences in political ideologies, I think it's a high time you sit down and have a discussion before going to vote for the candidate of your preference. So, see what's going on in America right now. A long-term relationship ends. Marriages falling apart. That's all due to politics. So, let's check this out.
So it's official. My wife is divorcing me. She said she couldn't be with the Trump supporter. Told me I have until the end of the day to get my shit out of the house, get all my things. She's changing the lock. She doesn't want me back. She said she's taking the kids away from me. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
I'm literally contemplating my entire marriage right now because my wife voted. My wife voted for Donald J.
I have the right to.
The lesbian. The Puerto Rican lesbian voted for.
Y'all boys, bro, so look, today, bro, y'all know how to let you think shit like that, right, bro? Bro, my damn girlfriend, bro, she had broke up with me because I had voted for Donald Trump. And, like, damn, was it that serious, bro? Like, I just, like, damn, bro, like, I didn't know, like, it was going to ruin our relationship with, you feel me, like, the politics and shit, like, damn, I'm just, like, she talking about, oh, you don't care about women's rights and shit like that. How? Like, how the fuck I don't care about it? Like, she taking that shit way too serious than what she was supposed to, bro. I don't know, bro. Shit crazy. Now look at you, you feel me? Like, now you sad and she ain't win. So you might as well just bring your ass back over here, bro.
I will never sleep with a man who voted for Donald Trump. The vote for him is a vote against my rights as a woman to protect myself and make decisions about my body. It means he does not respect me as a woman or think that my life and my choices have value. Women know who you're voting for and know who you're sleeping with.
Alright, just woke up, got somewhere to be, but let me dumb this down for you really quickly. Yeah, I thought I knew his politics. He spent our entire relationship talking about how he's all for gay rights, trans rights, he's in support of women. In fact, I told worse jokes than him sometimes. I thought I knew his politics, but people do this thing called lying, or also people do this thing where they have no integrity and do the wrong thing just because everyone else is doing the wrong thing. Also, anyone who's educated doesn't think Trump is going to get into office and just immediately take away abortion. Anyone who knows how the system works knows that presidents don't do that, right? It's not about that. What it's about is the fact that he knew I don't like Trump because it's the principle, because he's a misogynist, a racist, a rapist. All of it. Any bad thing you could name, he is it. And he chose him to represent our country. When you vote for someone, you're endorsing them. You're saying, this is what I stand for. It's the fact that those things weren't deal breakers for him and everyone else that voted for him. On top of that, you're all skipping over the part where he lied to me for 4 days about it. Even if you want to forget the politics of it, even if you want to forget about who he voted for, even if you want to forget about it, all the details, the one detail you need to know is he knew it would make me so deeply uncomfortable that he lied about it to me for 4 days before he told me. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. That's problematic enough. Also, I don't know what kind of ratio you think it is to tell me, oh, he dodged a bullet, I'm hoping he's happier. 1, no, he's crying. 2, 2, is that supposed to make me sad? Like, I broke up with him. I'm fucking happy. I'm happy that I'm not with someone with that low of integrity, someone that weak, someone who would fold and vote for him just because his family is someone who's that misinformed. Like, oh no. The feeling I get when I read an average low room temp IQ comment from Trump supporters, it feels like I'm taking the toxic radiation in my phone. It feels like you are the radiation in my phone, and it feels like I'm taking it and putting it right in my brain when I read that. It feels like my retinas are burning. It feels like my brain is melting out of my ears. Anyways, hope we could clear this up. It's more about the principle, the fact that he thought voting for a rapist was okay. And you know what's actually so insane is the first thing he said on our first hangout that impressed me was he was talking about it being the principle. Because we were talking about how when you go to Red Robin's and they say you get endless fries, they don't refill the fry basket. And he said it's about the principle. He understands the idea of principle when it comes to Red Robin fries, but not when it comes to my body. Yeah, fucking good riddance.
My husband and I are New York City Democrats who actually benefit a lot from Trump's 2017 tax plan. We still vote blue down the line, don't get it twisted. With an exception to my sister who's a blue dot in Tennessee, the rest of my family are Trump supporters. And I don't mean Republicans, I mean Trump supporters, aka post the wildest shit you've ever seen before on Facebook. For the past decade, I've been really generous with my family to the point where I've paid for vacations, I have bought Nintendo Switches for my nephew, I even got the entire Airbnb so our family could spend Christmas last year together in Asheville, North Carolina. But I'm gonna say this now, waking up on November 6, 2024, the bank is closed. With an exception to my sister in Tennessee, who I will continue to be generous with. And if you're somebody who is like getting all offended, like, wow, you seem like such a hateful person, I'm not a hateful person. I've been generous with my family that has voted against my rights for the past decade. I'm no longer funding the happiness of people who vote against my well-being. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to block them. It doesn't mean I'm going to cut them off. It doesn't mean I'm going to be mean or angry with them. It just means that I am no longer going to be proactively contributing to their happiness. I will continue to spoil the shit out of my sister, though. She is somebody who was a Republican up until about 8 years ago because she realized the Republican Party no longer represented Republican values. And if you think this video is crying liberal tears, I'm not crying liberal tears because you know what? You dumbasses just voted for me to get more rich. Oh, and good luck with those tariffs making the cost of goods cheaper. We'll see how that goes.
MAGA family, I still haven't found anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. I reached out to some people that commented on my post from the Pennsylvania, South Jersey area, and I got no reply, which kind of really hurts my heart because I reached out to like a couple people and no one replied. And honestly, I feel like I'm not going to have anyone to spend Thanksgiving with. Like 15,000 people commented on the post from all over the country, but I'm in the PA, Jersey area. That's what I'm close to. And no one that I reached out to replied to me. And I guess they just don't want me in their house for Thanksgiving. I don't know. Maybe they don't really feel comfortable and they changed their mind about having a black person in their house. But it makes me really sad. And I just really hope that I find somewhere to go. But I love you all, MAGA family, and I'm going to keep trying.
He admitted that he was going to vote for Donald Trump. And I'm just,
That was it.
I can't share my life with somebody that's going to support that direction. I mean, this individual is a convicted felon, will say offensive remarks about women, about different ethnicities, and I find it highly offensive. How can this man lead our country when he's in a position of power and will openly insult different groups. It's very offensive.
I believe
Yes.
that Kamala Harris is the leader that we need, and she gives us, you know, a seat at the table. And if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. But I don't know how many people would have gone as far as to split with their significant other because of a political view. Do you regret your decision to leave?
No, I am a strong woman, and I believe that women out there need to be strong and stay steadfast in their convictions. Ladies, we need to band together.
Divorces are up, and they are up over politics. Here is just one example. I'm starting divorce procedures with my husband after I found out he voted for Donald Trump. It's not the only reason. We've already had problems like him forcing me to go to church or having me quit my job and become a housewife because he got promoted for a good job. I couldn't find a job where we moved, so I settled in doing housework. I cook, I clean, I'm good at it, but the Trump vote was the last straw, and his lack of remorse. We had a conversation. I told him how hurt I was, how he knew how much I hated Trump, the trauma that man has put me through, but he did not care. I should be grateful because of the job benefits he'll have for his line of work. I'm not going to do this anymore. We have no prenup. I'm going to fight for my rights. We've been married 8 years. I've sacrificed so much. Not anymore. I'm going to take everything I'm owed. The political divide is as big as I've ever seen it, and I've been a divorce lawyer for 20 years, so people have been coming in and talking about their political differences as one of the conflicts that exist in their house for a long time, but it is now at an all-time high. The ideological divide in this country has just gotten wider and wider and wider, and many of us were hopeful that after the election there would be some relief, but it seems to have only exacerbated the divide. Have you all seen this in your friend group? Are you watching this happen near you as well?
Hi all, I just wanted to share something that I heard about how the US election is affecting couples. It just completely shocked me. So I was speaking to psychologists and I heard this story about a man and woman, husband and wife. They were in their late 30s, early 40s, based in California, met, dated, spent 2 years dating, got engaged, another year up to the wedding, got together, they had 2 children together, everything seemed to be going great, right? And then it comes around to the election. And then during this time, it quickly emerges that the husband is supporting the Republicans while the wife is supporting the Democrats. They have quite an argument over this, quite a division. They go to couples therapy, they see experts, they do everything they can to try and sort it out. So this all sounds, maybe it could be promising, but then at the end, they then decided that they were actually going to get divorced and end their relationship altogether. I was just completely shocked by that. I had not seen that coming at all.
Okay, so hi everyone. I know my page is a lot about my horses, the odd appearance of my dogs, but it is a page about me. I'm going to start expressing myself a bit more on here, and this is the first time that I've basically publicly admitted this. I left my husband a month ago. We'd been together 25 years, married for 18. We have an 18-year-old son. It was a really, really hard decision to make. It's not one that I made lightly, and it's not one that's come easily, or it's not one that's come without pain. He's really hurt. He didn't take it well. It was a big shock for him. He begged for reconciliation, for a second chance, for counseling, all the things that, I think that he didn't think that I had already considered over the last year, that I've been thinking about leaving. And I've seen a lot of posts recently talking about how when women are done, they're done. That women, we leave mentally before we leave. We check out. And so I had reached that point by the time that I asked him for the separation and I left. We are currently cohabitating, which is complicated and not going well. I'm living in my studio in the basement. He's not happy about it. For other reasons I'm not going to get into in this video, but I just wanted to clear the air because I know that I'm being made out to be the bad guy. He has said some things in some messages. I know he's lashing out. I know he hurts, and I said I didn't want to hurt him, but at the end of the day, I have to take care of me. It's about me. I had to finally stop putting everybody else first, putting the needs of my son first, the needs of him first, the needs of everything. I turned my entire life upside down. It's terrifying. I've done a lot of crying. It's hard to let go. I didn't just throw 25 years away easily. I have a lot of cherished memories, and there's a part of me that will always love him. We were babies when we got together, and I don't think that we've grown in the same direction anymore. And I don't think that we want the same things, and I've just been so incredibly unhappy that I needed to finally choose me. And it's a process. I have bad days. I cry. I grieve what I thought our life was going to be. I grieve throwing away all of those years. He's thrown at me that it doesn't matter, that I clearly don't hurt, that I don't care. And that hurts, and it's fine. He can lash out. He can choose to say what he wants and feel and believe what he wants. But it does hurt. It's not something easy to do. It's a really hard choice to make. So anyone else that's going through it, I just want to say you've got to choose you. If you're thinking about it, think about it. If you're going through it, hey, reach out. I'm here to talk to anybody. We can all lean on each other. But yeah, it sucks. I don't know what my future holds. I'm broke as fuck right now. I lost the support of his income. I'm in slow season. I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet, but at the end of the day, I had to choose a hope for a future, that there'll be a light at the end of this really shitty tunnel, and that I will come through this. So, much love to everybody, anybody going through it. That's kind of where I'm at.
So if you're following me on my page, you know that I have been actively talking to my husband about ending our 17-year marriage. But the events of the past week have made me think that maybe that's not a good idea. That this is the wrong time to go out there on my own with my kids, make myself a single mother. There's so much chaos and conflict and unknown out there that I shouldn't make any big moves. Being in my marriage is difficult and hard, and I'm very unhappy, but at least I know it. It's the devil that I know. But then a couple of days after the election, I think I was watching a video, where Trump was talking about dismantling the Department of Education. And I have 2 kids who have IEP, so I was emotional and upset about it. My husband had come home and he had asked me, what's wrong? And I told him nothing. I said, I'm fine, I'm just not feeling well. And then he walked off. And the reason why I didn't tell him about what I was really feeling is because I know that my husband is not a person that I would talk to about my emotions and feelings, because it's not safe. It would have turned into an argument about politics, or about how a woman shouldn't be president, or about conservative and libertarian and Joe Rogan and all this other shit. And my feelings would be cast aside, not meaningful or important. And that made me realize that my instinct was correct. I have to get out of here. This isn't a safe place for me, and it hasn't been a safe place for me for years. And even though I've done a pretty miraculous job keeping the marriage together, keeping the family together, in spite of my husband's effort to tear it down with his words, his actions, his indifference, this isn't the right place for me. I can't be the mother that I need to be. I can't be the protector that I need to be for my kids and myself in this environment. I know I can do it. I know I can protect myself. I know I can take care of myself. I've done it all along through this entire marriage. And I've done it while being undermined, while having somebody that's been against me and somebody who's tried to tear me down. That means if I'm free of that in the world, I can thrive. This is so different for me. I don't do this. I don't take risks and I don't take chances. This is going to be the first time in my life, really, that or the first time in many, many years that I'm going to take the biggest risk that I've ever taken. But I'm betting on somebody. I'm betting on someone who's come through for me every time, and that's been me.
This is a PSA for any of the ladies that have been seriously considering divorcing their husband. There's a lot of big conversations happening now that we have the results of the election, one of them being no-fault divorce. That is a type of divorce that allows you to end your marriage without needing to prove that anyone is at fault. Some lawmakers are looking to abolish that, which is going to make you divorcing your husband a lot harder. So here's what that potential change could mean for you. You're going to have to prove that your husband did something wrong, which can be even more expensive, emotionally draining, and time consuming. Legal battles over fault can keep you in an endless and very expensive fight. Removing no-fault divorce could mean higher conflict in court, which is certainly not ideal for your kids or you. Without no-fault divorce, you lose the freedom to decide when to leave your marriage. Your private decision could be left up to someone else's idea of what's right. So if you're unhappy in your marriage, now might be the time to act. Protect your right to choose what is best for you and your kids before it's taken away. Because the reasons that you want to leave your marriage are no one else's fucking business.
I know we might differ politically, but in this case, not supporting either of the party, because now tell me, you are a wife, you are divorcing your partner. You are a husband, you are divorcing your partner just due to political differences. This is all about morals. It's not about politics, because there is no way you can say that you are divorcing a partner or ending a long-term relationship due to politics. It's either you had issues before in your relationship, then now you bring politics in so that it can act as a major issue that will lead you to breaking up with your partner, or you just didn't want to stay with him. And again, I think also it's due to the social media pressure. Some people are getting pressure from other people, or social media influence, that, oh, I saw my friend divorcing his girlfriend, or I saw my friend divorcing her husband. Why should I continue with my husband? I think it's something of the sort, because if it is politics, you can sit down as a family who are in a relationship and discuss it with your partner, then you come into a solution. Yes, I know women are saying that men voted against our rights, that our rights are going to be taken away and we no longer have freedom in the United States. I know this is the discussion that is ongoing in the social media. So some people are struggling to be in a relationship, and you were in a relationship more than 10 years or 15 years, or I saw someone divorcing a partner when they have stayed for 25 years, like seriously. Then you just decide, now we are breaking up because you voted for a different candidate whom I didn't like. Let's now say you have children in this relationship. How will you explain to your children that I divorced your dad or your mom because of politics? These children will be affected psychologically, they'll be affected, and I think they'll have a long time trauma. You know, a small child staying away from a parent, or when you are staying apart, it will sincerely affect them. Even now at school, what will these children tell their teachers, or tell their fellow students? It will be so difficult. People just need to sit down and discuss. I know it's so difficult at this particular time, because this FAFO season started like a political slogan, but now it's getting serious. People didn't see this coming. It's now getting serious because they're in the find out stage. Oh my goodness. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Are you affected by the politics? Are you breaking up with your partner, or are you still staying with your partner even though you voted for another party that your partner didn't like? Let me know in the comment section, because it's really getting serious and it's affecting a lot of people. Like, I saw a lot of clips about people saying that, no way, I'm breaking up with my partner, my wife filed a divorce because of this. And now you see again, the lawyers are saying that in this month of November, before they were expecting a very low divorce rate, but right now, this year, they received a lot of complaints and files about divorce that they didn't expect, and it's all due to political differences. Now tell me, how is life gonna be in America? The feminism is gonna affect a lot of people, because women are saying now, we'd rather stay single than staying with a man who voted against our right, than staying with a man whom we can't trust in a family. It's not easy. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I'll really appreciate it, because on my side, if it is politics, no way, I can't divorce with my partner because of this. Maybe if we have a major issue in the family, we can have a discussion, but when we see things are not working out, it's when you can make a conclusion. But about politics, no way. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Until next time, stay informed, stay tuned all the time, and let's meet in the next episode. Goodbye for now.